I know that you were the first, one of the first ones at Clive's party to speak about Whitney's passing the other day.
Yes.
And that was, did you know her well?
All right. Everyone might want to settle in for this one because the Diddy case just took a crazy turn that nobody anticipated. According to rumors, prosecutors recently obtained a film that had been suppressed for years. And this may completely expose Diddy's case if what insiders are saying is accurate. The video allegedly depicts Whitney Houston alerting Michael Jackson to Diddy's intentions to kill him. And his security had already compromised. What are we even viewing at the moment? According to sources, Diddy's whole defense team is in a panic since the footage is so damning. Diddy is now dealing with very serious RICO accusations for background. 5 criminal counts in all. There are 2 for sex trafficking, 2 for prostitution, transportation, and 1 for racketeering. His team initially hit the ground running. They relied largely on his and Cassie's signals to imply the relationship was reciprocal. Now, however, the evidence is mounting rapidly. And this purportedly. Whitney and MJ video could be the last straw. The media may not have portrayed Michael Jackson and Whitney as close friends. But behind the scenes, they had a quiet friendship based on respect for one another. The demands of celebrity and late-night conversations about music and insanity. In private, they spent time together there may have even been a brief romantic spark between them in the early 1990s, according to rumors. However, this is when things go spooky, according to people who claim to have seen the film. Whitney alerted Michael that she had heard an unsettling exchange between Diddy and her old mentor, Clive Davis. Diddy supposedly stated in that combination that Michael's plan was about complete. Whitney took it seriously and informed MJ that not only was he in danger, but that one of his security group members was collaborating with them. This is where it truly chills you to the bone. There was a mole inside his house. Michael Jackson died a few weeks after he was purportedly alerted to Diddy's scheme by Whitney. Michael's death was attributed to a heroin overdose, according to the official coroner's report. However, this explanation left many concerns for the public. Just the timing seemed far too suspect at this point. View this vintage video of Kim Porter and Diddy being interviewed following Michael's passing. When the journalist asked Diddy about his thoughts on MJ's death, Kim's entire demeanor changed. She appeared obviously uneasy, as if she knew something. Her body language practically shouted, "He did it." Without further word, unquestionably, there was tension there.
We're listening to Mike right now. Obviously, you know, this is a really sad time right now, but we're celebrating his life. Your thoughts right now on the situation and the timing of this tragedy?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's just somebody that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else.
There was an open judicial investigation following Michael Jackson's death. And when Fahi Mohammed, Michael Jackson's chief of security, was asked about his involvement in Michael's life during the court proceedings, this was his response.
Mr. Mohammed, I want to take your attention back to June of 2009. At that time, where did you work?
For Michael Jackson, sir.
Okay. And what did you do for Michael Jackson in June 2009?
I worked his security for him.
I'm sorry?
I worked security for him, security.
Okay. And in June of 2009, at that point in time, how long had you worked security for Mr. Jackson?
Approximately 10 months.
This is when it becomes shady. Guys, Diddy used the same security guard Fayam Muhammad following the passing of Michael Jackson. The individual Whitney supposedly forewarned Michael about went on to work for Diddy. And according to some accounts, Whitney flatly accused Diddy of involvement following Michael's murder. Diddy's employee, Fayam Muhammad, currently has a crazy reputation in Hollywood. A member of influential security circles, he is referred to as Diddy's fixer and is said by insiders to be able to make issues go away. Several years later, Whitney Houston died. She passed away the day before her scheduled performance at Clive Davis' pre-Grammy party at the Beverly Hilton. She was discovered face down in a bathtub filled with water in her hotel room by her assistant hours prior to the event. Ray Watson, her security, made an attempt to save her life, but it was too late. Her death was announced at 3:55 p.m. Ray claimed that when he dragged her out of the tub. He was unable to determine whether she was still alive or not, since the scene was so bizarre.
Breaking news tonight out of Los Angeles, the death of singing star Whitney Houston at the age of 48. Details are still coming in, but her publicist has confirmed her death to the Associated Press, although the circumstances and the place are not.
Police first stated that there were no indications of criminal intent. But the coroner's report eventually showed that Whitney drowned, with heart problems and cocaine usage identified as relevant causes. Fans didn't believe them, especially after learning that Clive Davis continued to have his party downstairs while Whitney's body was still upstairs in the hotel. They acknowledged outward injuries on her body.
Why did you let the party go on?
Of course, this is a personal thing, but the Grammys were the next night. You don't cancel. You turn an evening into a tribute.
You did a magnificent evening.
Into.
Did you give a thought to canceling?
Never.
You never thought?
Never.
Did you ever think?
And the family did not want me to give a thought.
Didn't?
No.
Before she passed away, there were also allegations that Whitney might have been. Although it was not included in the autopsy, insiders like Jaguar Wright said Whitney's relatives saw her body and thought it appeared she had been beaten.
She was beaten. They saw her body. She didn't just die in a tub, like she was beaten.
Oh, and a weird video just came back. It shows Whitney interrupting an interview with Clive Davis and Brandy Monica, giving Brandy a letter and saying drowned over and over. Anyway, I won't lie now. It appears that Diddy may have contributed to Whitney Houston's demise based on the facts now available. Also, it gets dark. The night Whitney died, Diddy allegedly had one of his notorious freak-off parties. This time at the Playboy Mansion, according to insiders. Cassie allegedly asked him why he would have a crazy party the night Whitney passed away. Furthermore, it was said that Diddy informed he tried to persuade Cassie that Whitney wouldn't want people to cancel parties because of her. And he even told her that since Clive Davis didn't cancel his Grammy celebration, he wasn't going to cancel his either. This is when things start to become suspect. Some sources speculate that Diddy might have been in Whitney's hotel room that evening and might have given her an injection that would have connected it to the unsettling warning she gave Michael Jackson about him. I'm talking about the timing of the asterisk. His purported remarks to Cassie at the Playboy party are providing covert vigor. Sources claim Diddy's legal team is in a panic now that the prosecution has access to the recording. They allegedly attempted to file a motion to prevent the video from being admitted as evidence, but the judge rejected their request. Given the current course of events, the motion was denied and the recording will likely be played in court at any moment. You are all already aware of how this operates. When the tape is played in court, it's just before long. It will be leaked online. And let's just say that it's over for Diddy. He was already deeply involved in that RICO case, with evidence linking him to prostitution, sex trafficking, and racketeering. Now, however, this video purports to link him to the tragic deaths of Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson, two of the greatest music icons. Yes, that is unavoidable. Additionally, he is undoubtedly considering a maximum sentence, particularly given the types of names that were used, so it's safe to conclude that Diddy is finished and will be gone for a very long time to come. When fans discovered a lost tape of Whitney Houston alerting Michael Jackson to Diddy's plot to kill him, they commented that the streets were aware of it and had still honored Clive Davis at the Apollo. They said that everyone should wake up, because the deaths of Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston will result in a historic RICO involving shocking people. Unliving nobody is being held responsible for the crimes committed by this person on Austin Street, who has boldly become open season in front of the entire world. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you believe that? Diddy had anything to do with Michael Jackson's unaliving? Or do you believe that there is more to this tale than what is being reported? Next up, watch this video.